It is Thursday, August 27th at 8:33 a.m. And I am here in my office. I have not put my duffel bag away, so it's in the corner. Oops. Anyway, this is my life. Right now, I am waiting for a report to generate. Once the data pulls, then I can actually make it pretty and presentable and give it to people. But until that does, I'm just going to sit here and talk at myself. I am doing grand. I had a lovely day chatting with my prospective new gentleman, who is adorable and cute and everything I want, I think. I'll find out. We have coffee next Tuesday. Less than a week. Yay. And I'm doing tea with one of my favorite ladies on Saturday, and Sunday I get to spend time with my brother's mother-in-law, who is one of my close friends' mother, because one of my close friends married my brother. So I am going to go do coffee with her and talk about the world, and I'm sure that will be fabulous. It's always very interesting spending time with her. She's so different than anyone else. She's a quirky old English lady, and I love her with all my heart. So I'm excited about Sunday too. What else did I do? Yesterday I registered my son for his church youth group. That was fun. I had to go to a church and be presentable and not be like, I'm a sinner! Which is always the urge I feel to say anytime I'm in a church. I'm like, you people don't even know. You don't even know. I can't be in here. I'm just, I can just feel all of the weight of like everything that I've done that is not acceptable to these very, very nice, very, very religious people. I put my son into this program when he was 3 because it was a free program, and I thought it would give him a good moral grounding. And I did it when I was a kid, and it was always fun. You go, you play games, you have a snack, you like get a basic Jesus loves me sort of verse, and then you like socialize with other children. I thought, great, this will be grand for my son. And it was. He just loved it, and the program he was in, they just adored him, and it was like the one positive place in his life, because his teachers have always found him very frustrating, and he's not very popular, although he easily makes friends, but he doesn't easily keep friends. He's very gregarious, he's very outgoing, but he's like, once he has a friend, he's not as good at engaging in the sort of like give and take relationships that make friendships last. My son is just as willing when his friend is over to let his friend go play outside while he plays inside with his Legos, or vice versa, have his friend be upstairs in his bedroom playing with his toys while he's out jumping on the trampoline. He doesn't connect very well, like, but he likes people and he likes to make friends. Anyways, he's a little socially awkward. I love my child. He's very, very, very much like me. And at his age, I was the same. I was like, why would I want to hang out with you when I can hang out with the things in my head? Anyway, we'll get it together. But it was like the one positive place where all the adults liked him, and most of the kids were cool with him because they were all in the same group together and had known him since he was like 3, right? I thought he would like end it about the same age I ended it at when I was like 10, 11. I was all, maybe this church stuff is not for me. Maybe. Not for me. Done. Right? But he has not ended it. He has continued it. He is now 13, and he's still in this youth group, and he loves it. And so I always feel deeply hypocritical, like walking my son into church. I'm like, what am I even doing here? I decided when I was 10 that this stuff was not for me, and I just wanted a place for my son to go have some built-in friends, and sometimes it's problematic. I mean, he's allowed to believe whatever he wants to believe, but I always have to be like, now son, just because your church youth group says these things, let's do some critical thinking right now. Do we say these things about other people? Do we think these things about other people? Do we judge other people? No, let's be good, decent people and have nice morals and not be judgy, horrible Christians. Not that all Christians are horrible and judgy. I'm just saying there's a percentage that are, and I don't want my son to fall in that percentage. I want him to fall into the, like, open-minded, good-moral, decent person. I didn't think he'd continue this long. I'm gonna be honest. It's really hard now, too. He has to, like, memorize a lot of verses. It's really hard. Anyway, I talked way too long about my son's youth group that... Anyway, that's what I did last night. I registered him. I got him his new book, got him a new uniform, paid his dues, went to a church and felt very scandalous for even thinking about walking into their doors. I'm such a sinner. And I'm unrepentant at all, so... yeah. Anyway, coffee with the lady sadist on Saturday. Tea with my lady sadist on Saturday. Coffee with my brother's mother-in-law Sunday. Coffee with very handsome gentleman who I'm thinking of turning into one of my pretty little pets. And non-stop chattering with my handsome gentleman in Ireland who I adore with all my heart. Oh, I did have something else happen really quick. Dude, I was like out walking yesterday, like I do for exercise, because, you know, exercise is important. So I was out walking in my neighborhood, and I was about 4 miles into my walk, so I was pretty thrashed at this point. I am dead. I have my earbuds in, and I'm like chattering away to my Irish gentleman like I always do, because who cares if I'm going on a 4-mile hike? I can still talk to my Irish gentleman anytime he wants, ever. I'm always available to that one. And this car comes out of nowhere, and I hear this like shrieky noise that might be, hey, out the car window, and I'm like, what is going on? So I kind of look over my shoulder, and there's this guy like hanging out his car window of his friend's car, and he like swipes at me like he's gonna reach out and grab me. And now I don't know if you know or not, but I have a neurological condition that affects my eyes. It makes it very hard for me to judge depth correctly, and it messes with my peripheral vision a lot. One of the things that makes things in my periphery appear like they're in front of me. So if I'm just walking down the street, sometimes like a bush on the side of me will appear like it's directly in front of me, and I'll swerve to avoid it and look like a complete idiot because there's no bush. So this is a fact of my life. So when this particular person reached out the side window of his friend's car like he was going to swipe at me, I saw it like he was going to actually physically touch me, like grab at me, and freaked out, and I dodged like an idiot, because there's no way a gentleman riding in a car next to a sidewalk has a long enough arm to physically touch me. But I thought with my broken eyes that was what was going to happen. So I panicked and dodged out of the way, and he shouted at me again, something like, damn girl, or something. He was like catcalling me from the car at 8:30ish at night in my neighborhood, and I freaked out and was really scared. And I sent my Irish gentleman some like upset text, being like, I'm gonna freak out, I wish I was home, and I was like half a mile from home. So I could have, if this had not happened, it would have been a 5-mile walk, and I would have added, there's like a little side street that I walk down, and it adds another half a mile on, and it would have been 5 miles. But that happened, and I just kind of stood there and cried a little because I was freaked out. And then after my Irish gentleman made me laugh about things, I stopped crying and quickly walked home. And as soon as I was in my house, I was like, I'm never leaving again. Fuck you. Fuck exercise. I'm gonna stay in my house where people can't swipe at me as I walk down the road looking thrashed after a 4-mile hike. I did not look sexy. My hair was in a bun. I was sweating up a storm. It was not an attractive, like, why are you swiping at me, dude? Why? You can find a hotter girl. Trust me. Anyway, that was my story. That's what happened to me last night. Life, right? Kind of sucks. See you guys later.